Hello and welcome to another stack of superstar cards from the Pro Set 1991 Music Cards series. It is literally packed with celebrities, rock stars, performers, so it's going to be a lot of fun to check these out. We're going to talk about the people, check out the set itself, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, I think we need one more pack to make it 9. There we go. And yeah, we'll talk about values too. Some of the ones that may have a little more value than others, but they're going to be fun. Here's our podium. We're going to put the best card that we find as we go onto the podium until there is one champion at the end. And with that, let's dive right in and see who we uncover first in this series. There we go. And what's really cool with these cards, along with the look and feel, is some of these are fan cards where they have an autograph space. They have the fan club address, so you can reach out to the performer. So that's pretty cool. We have Happy Mondays, Kim Appleby, Sting. A little card dust on there. I think that would wipe off, but I'll get a proper cloth for that. Rod Stewart. All right. This card has around a $50 value as a PSA 10. This one's looking potentially pretty good, so we'll put him into a sleeve and do some more research as we go. But for now, he is going to be on our podium as the current reigning champion, but right behind him on his heels is MC Hammer. Another cool card worth around $30 or so in a PSA 10. And I like to sleeve him right away because then you don't set him aside, knock him over, dent those corners. And now they're done. Level 42. Danny Minogue. Cher. And Martika. Next one up. Jason Donovan. We got Elton John. It's packed with big names. CNC Music Factory. Julian Lennon. Vanilla Ice. There we go. And this one's around a $35 or so value in a PSA 10. So just slightly above the cost to grade it. And then if it gets a 10. If not, probably lose money on the grading process. But looking good for now, so we could check it out a lot closer later. We have Simple Minds. EMF. Prince. And very cool. We got a Prince. He gets the horn and the flames. There you go. Anytime you get a Prince card, that's a special pull. And cool, he's wearing the yellow jacket. You got the colors on top and bottom of the card. And I think that has a value of around $70 or so in a PSA 10. So there is the Prince card. And I think Prince is going to overtake Rod Stewart on our podium. There we go. And the Doors. That's a great one. And little rough edges there. But we'll put this aside as well. I think that is worth around $70 or so in a 10. But something I'm finding, which is probably why the values of the 10s are so high, is that these aren't the highest quality printings and cuttings and such, and you can see a lot of them have edge wear, you know, on the darker parts of the printing and things like that. So I could see this being a very tough set to get in a PSA 10 for any, you know, gratings and things like that. And so even though these sound like, oh wow, that's 40, that's 50, no, probably very likely not, just given the conditions. But heavy D, that's cool. We'll put that into a sleeve. This one just looks like it's in good shape, so we'll kind of protect that for now. And keep on cruising. All right, and our next pack. Let's see. It's definitely fun finding all these celebrities. Usually it's like quiet, 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 big name, but here it's just big name after big name. Definitely a fun one to run through. And Kathy Dennis. Wet, wet, wet. Huey Lewis. UB40. It's a big group. Roxette. NXS. CNC Music Factory. Cliff Richard. New Kids on the Block on their performance, and Bobby Brown. All right, let's check out our next one here. I've been trying to find a consistent way to open these, but it seems like obviously pulling from the middle here, but it's not always as easy as it looks, or probably could be. So believe it or not, we're getting a little better. All right, card number 1 of the set. It is Aha. Awesome. Stevie Wonder. That's a great looking card. I like the colors too. What he's wearing, the colors around him. Very nice. We have Kim Appleby. Sting. New Kids on the Block. There's the whole group. And Seal. Extreme. EMF. Roxette. And Nina Cherry. All right, I'm going to get a couple more sleeves very quickly here as we get into the next one. And perfect. We are now restocked and opening the next pack. Let's see what is inside. All right, starting out with Salt and Pepper. That's a cool one. We have Cher. The Farm. The Stranglers. And Danny Minogue. Level 42. Pet Shop Boys. Madonna. And this one could have some potential value. The key one, this is around $150 in a PSA 10, but this one you could see right out of the pack has whitening around the edge. So if I had to guess, probably worth maybe around $10 or $12 max, probably $1 to somebody who wants it. So that's important to keep in mind as we're mentioning prices. It's not going to be that in most cases. But I do like to call it out because if you do have a good one, then you'll know, hey, you know, that one is worth keeping an eye on. But there we go. We got Madonna. Madonna versus Prince. Oh, it's a big one. But I think Prince is going to have to take this. They're both amazing. Danny Minogue and Lenny Kravitz. That's a cool one. All right, on to the next one. Whoa, they're all jumping out. Say goodbye to those corners. No, actually not too bad. All right, Queen. We have Kim Appleby, EMF, Chesney Hawks, Color Me Bad, The Party. That's a good name. Seal. Awesome. And Madonna. Another Madonna card. Jason Donovan. And another Madonna card. There we go. And we move along. See if we can get some U2. We haven't gotten that yet. That will be a fun one. We got Prince and we got some Bruce Springsteen. Let's see what we've got. We have Danny Minogue. Happy Mondays. Seal. Dire Straits. This could have some value in a 10, you know, maybe $40 or so. So we'll put this one aside. But again, most of these are not going to be 10s at all, maybe worth $1, if that, to somebody who wants it. So just keep that in mind. It's not like it's a gold mine where you're like, whoa, everything's amazing. There's potentially amazing, just like, you know, any cards. They could be, but very few actually are. So that's important. We got Simply Red and Salt and Pepper. That's cool. And all right, we got U2. Very cool. We were just talking about that. So there's one. Love it. Not a huge value in that one, but just cool to see U2. Divinals. Michael Bolton. Nice. And Jason Donovan. All right, on we go. There we go, that one opened easily. Happy Mondays. Whitney Houston, very cool. She gets the horn. So, there we go. I think there's some ink issue right there, but always cool to see Whitney Houston. And that's awesome. Great photo, great card. Let's put her into a sleeve. We're gonna have a huge roundup at the end. So many people. I think Prince is gonna keep the podium. Now we're moving on to Deacon Blue. Sonia, Michael Jackson. There we go. That one's in actually really good shape. So let's put that aside for now. I think Prince will stay up there. Jason Donovan. I think we just saw another one of his moments ago. Morrissey. Nice. Madonna. Again. That's a cool one. I think there's some edge wear already. Yep. So we'll put her into a sleeve. And on we go to George Michael. That's a classic image. And Pet Shop Boys. And that brings us to the last pack of the stack. Let's see what we've got inside here. And hoping for something cool, something worth it in the end. And first off, we have Kylie Minogue. And Chesney Hawks. Ralph Tresvant. New Kids on the Block. Martika. Extreme. Queen. Cliff Richard. Madonna. And Roxette. All right, let's take a look at some of the superstars of today. We have the winner, which is Prince. We've got Madonna, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Dire Straits, another Madonna. Here we got the Doors, Rod Stewart, Vanilla Ice, and MC Hammer. So look at that lineup. That's pretty much tough to beat, if not impossible. So really fun to check these out and kind of learn a little bit more about this set. And so far, I'm a big fan. I like it a lot. And there we go. So hope you had some fun. Hope you learned some things along the way. And there you have it. Until next time.